Hey CHW fans and Facebook friends, it's Nikky Chance here. So I said that I was going to bring a little surprise for this Q&A. My little surprise is actually one of my pets. This is one of the more calmer ones. This is my bunny, Georgina, right here. She's a little, a little freaked out, obviously. So I'm going to put her down. Just give me a sec here. Now I'm going to get on with the Q&A. So to start off, Forrest Ruiz asked, were you in any sports in either elementary, middle, or high school? Yes, actually when I was in elementary school, I used to play soccer. I played soccer for a few years. My team wasn't very good. To be fair, I wasn't really that much of a sports person myself. You also asked, which two singles wrestlers would you like to see as a tag team in WWE? Two of my favorite wrestlers right now are Tyler Breeze from NXT. I think he's hilarious, this whole Prince Pretty thing. And Dolph Ziggler is one of my favorite singles competitors too. I think, you know, the whole blonde hair, pretty faces thing, they'd make a pretty good tag team. Michael Miner asked, have you tried out the new WWE Network and what do you think of it so far? I have. And so far so good. I mean, I haven't seen anything wrong with it other than the really, really slow loading times. Dakota Newland asked, do you like TNA? No. I used to watch TNA, but I've seen too many of their pay-per-views that were big, gigantic disappointments, and I just don't like them anymore. Luke Larkin asked, the Wyatts or the Shield? As in, like, what my preference would be. I'm a bigger fan of the Shield, more just because I like the wrestlers in the Shield. But, I mean, if I was gonna go for a single person, Bray Wyatt is probably far more interesting. Luke also asked, what did you think of the chain match between Suede Savard and Xacutor? Well, it was pretty interesting. I mean, there was a lot of big moments. I mean, the Suede Tom Bomb off the ladder through the table, pretty awesome. I also liked when Xacutor used the chain to pull Suede off into a table. There were quite a few good matches, quite a few good moves, I mean, and I mean, it was really hard fought. I think a lot more than I was expecting from Xacutor. He really brought his A game. It's too bad it just didn't pay off for him. He also asked, if you were a superhero, what would your name and power be? I've never really been good with the whole, you know, names thing, but I guess I've always liked having, I've always liked the idea of having psychic powers, you know, more like telekinesis, things like that. As far as a name, I couldn't really come up with one. Jacob Philippak asked, when are you back in action? I'd really like to answer that question, but I haven't the slightest clue. Honestly, I've been spending a lot of time trying to work on my social media stuff right now, basically trying to get it up to speed or come up with new ideas that are really, really interesting. And actually, I'm going to mention one at the end of this video, which is going to start right now with Damien Rockford's question. He asked, what is your announcement? I've been mentioning on my statuses and whatnot that I had a big announcement. I even messaged Suede Savard on his wall and privately to get a specific answer on something that I've been talking with CHW management about. So next week, instead of doing a Q&A or a recap video, I'm going to be introducing a brand new show. It's going to be an interview show. Compared to my Q&As where I've had like one or two guests, this time I'm actually going to have Suede Savard as a guest on my brand new show called Nikky Chance's Full House. It's going to be a talk show where we get to listen to what the wrestlers have to say, also find out a little bit about their past. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to get Suede's follow-up on some of the matches that have happened. Of course, we have the big match with Eliza Raven versus Miniac in a barbed wire match this weekend. I'll get his thoughts on that. And also, you'll get to find out a really big personal perspective from him. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I really think that you guys should tune in to see what Suede Savard has to say. So that's my time for today, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for the questions. Feel free to, you know, add me on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube page. You'll get up-to-date content, including Nikky Chance's Full House next week. Go like the CHW Backyard Facebook page, the new CHW Backyard YouTube page. You can subscribe to that. And just stay in touch, guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I'll get to it on my next Q&A. And thank you. Be safe.